What's going on, guys, and welcome to Behind the Scenes. Today we're gonna explore the post-apocalyptic world of Last of Us series, which was recently shown on hbomax. In this video you will find out who was considered for the main role of Joel and Ellie, where did the 10th episode go, who was supposed to direct the pilot episode of the series, and in the end you will find out an amazing fact about why Pedropascal may be considered one of the highest paid actors today. Hit that like button right now and let's roll! This is not spoiler-free review, so be sure to watch the series before watching the video. It's awesome. Fact number 1. This is not the first attempt of the film adaptation of the game. The Last of Us is based on the video game of the same name, developed by Naughty Dog and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. Back in 2014, Sony Pictures announced a feature-length film based on The Last of Us. Then there was even an official poster. The director was supposed to be Sam Raimi, known for The Evil Dead and Spider-Man. The development of the project was carried out until it was finally closed in 2020. Later there was an attempt to make an animated film, but Sony did not approve the idea. Fact number 2. A lot of people who were involved in the development of the game contributed to the production of the series. In the development of the series, none other than Neil Druckmann, the producer and screenwriter of the game, took a part. As an executive producer of the series, he co-wrote it with Craig Mazin, creator of Chernobyl miniseries. In the first episodes, video game fans heard familiar voices. Merle Dandridge voiced Marlene, leader of the Fireflies, and played her in television adaptation. Actors Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson voiced the main characters Joy and Ellie in the game. And in the HBO series, they've got the roles of James, the main member of Group of Settlers, and Anna, Ellie's mother. In addition to the familiar voices in the series, fans also heard a recognizable soundtrack. It was written by Brazilian composer Gustavo Santaolalla, two-time Oscar winner for Best Music. For Pedro Pascal and Bellaramsey, it wasn't the first time being involved in the same project. Both actors played their roles in the TV series Game of Thrones. Pascal appeared as Oberyn Martell in Season 4 and Ramsey as Lyanna Mormont from Season 6 to 8. Both series were commissioned by HBO. It's also funny that Nikolai Coster-Waldau, who is also well known to HBO viewers, was considered for the role of Joel's brother. Fact number 4. Russians? The pilot episode of the series Last of Us was supposed to be filmed by Russian director Kantemir Balagov, known for the works Dilda and Closeness. But due to creative differences, the director left the project back in 2021 and stated that the pilot won't be released to the public. Recently, Balagov noted that scenes shot by him were still placed in the debut series. Judging by the hints, we're talking about a fragment when main characters are driving a car and at the same time the plane crashes. Balagov also noted that 40% of his material, which he filmed for the first 40 minutes of the show, got into the first episode. The rest of the production was handled by the showrunner Craig Mazin. In addition, Ksenia Sereda, a Russian cameraman who worked with Balagov on Dilda, took part in the development of The Last of Us series. Fact number 5. Who were considered for the main roles? Over 100 actresses were considered for the role of Ellie. In the end, the producers settled on Bellaramsey, who they thought could play a resourceful, quirky and potentially violent character. Then they called Game of Thrones showrunners David Benioff and Dan Weiss, who were asked how well Bella did as Lyanna Mormont. David and Dan praised the acting skills of the young actress, which allowed her to get the role of Ellie. Anson Mount, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Gerard Butler and even Hugh Jackman were considered for the role of Joel. However, in one of the interviews, the executive producer of the series and screenwriter of the game Neil Druckmann stated that the actor applying for the role of Joel was required not only to be a brutal man, but also to be able to convey the depth of the character's experience through charisma. Who do you think would be perfect for the role of Joel, and did the producers make the right choice? Let us know in the comments. Fact number 6. What is the difference between the game and the series? Those who have played the game will remember that in areas where cordyceps spores were concentrated, the heroes had to wear protective respirators to avoid becoming infected. However, in the series, this moment was played differently, so that the actors did not have to constantly wear gas masks and cover their faces. Fact number 7. How much CGI is in the show? The creators of the series wanted to reduce the amount of graphics used to a minimum, which added incredible realism to what is happening on the screen. Infected in this series is the result of many hours of work of makeup artists and skillful choreography of actors. Almost all of the scenes are made up of actual sets, and some of them were only used once during the filming period. Computer graphics were mainly used to create backgrounds and change the inscriptions on the signs. And also, the visual effect artists had to completely remove the snow on some scenes of the series. Fact number 8. Will there be a continuation? In short, yes. In January 2023, the series was officially renewed for 2 seasons, the events of which are likely to be based on the second part of the game. Craig Mazin revealed that the second season of the show is currently being written, while Bellaramsey has hinted that the series will be released in late 2024. Fact number 9. Why 9 episodes instead of usual 10? According to the original idea, the series really had to have 10 episodes. The first series is a pilot and 9 full-fledged ones. But HBO bosses insisted on extending the first series by gluing 2 standard episodes together into one extended one. Fact number 10. The budget for the first season of The Last of Us was twice as big as the budget for the first season of Game of Thrones. Each episode cost the producers about $10 to $12 million, and the total budget of the first season, which I remind you has 9 episodes, was about $100 million. Pedropascal is tightly bound by the contract with the TV series The Mandalorian, and therefore he had to ask permission to star in The Last of Us. Considering that he earns $600,000 for each episode of this series, and probably no less for The Mandalorian, he can be considered the highest paid actor on the television at the moment. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to hit the like button down below, follow for more fascinating videos like this one, share your opinion about the series and video game Last of Us in the comment section, and let us know which of the listed facts was the most impressive. It was Behind the Scenes, and see you in the next one.